good run, but we are finally at the last video of season 1. Season 2 is already out by the time you're watching this. Make sure to go watch that. It's basically like this, except not this far deep into the storyline yet. So I guess we're gonna begin. We're gonna end with one last world war, and it's going to begin with the blue team and the Kevin Roos. The blue team is shipping something over here to this red team port in particular, and the Kevin Roos actually launch a blockade of what they deem imperialist ships, basically targeted towards the red team and the blue team, and they destroy that ship. This leads to heavy militarization of both sides against each other, and many countries quickly begin joining the blue team. However, some foolish countries are going to join the Kievan Rus. No one is going to remain neutral. No one. Everyone is going to begin joining one team or another. And the British, you already know who they're joining. Not even a thing. France is gonna join the Kievan Rus also. This is where it's gonna be a little bit weird. Or no, France is gonna join the British side. The Kievan Rus are going to get help from Bavaria, Denmark. But that means that these guys and the Prussians and these guys all are gonna join up over there. Aztecs are going to go on obviously blue team. Same with the Americans, both Americans. All three American states, especially this little thing, is obviously going to be there. These guys, I forgot these guys existed if I'm being honest, but they're also going to go blue team. Flipperland has been reduced, but it's also going to go blue team. South America, everyone's going to be going blue team. Actually, no, is there? Yeah, there's just this guys and this and this. But they're going to go blue team. Pretty one-sided, to be honest. This much rapid industrialization, militarization of both sides is going to lead to finally peace between the Kiev and Rus's two governments. They're competing for power. One leader is going to be decided between these two that's kind of neutral. If they were on a political spectrum, that guy would be dead center. And he's from actually a town on the border of the two. The Kiev and Rus are going to get these guys on their team though. So with this, before we do begin, one thing. We have the blue team settling their own score first, which is why I didn't include Morocco in this yet. The blue team launches an invasion of Morocco. Everything is about to blow up after this invasion. Quickly, Spain loses Catalonia, which is also where their capital is, so they're gone now. Quickly, red team troops make landings over here and help encircle and destroy all of this. And this is followed by Spain and Portugal, both capitulating. Portugal, because they sent a lot of supplies over to the Spanish, and all those supplies are now gone. The Moroccans can't really get stop anymore. They can't really stop the red team. Their capital capitulates. Red team forces continue just destroying until eventually both the Moroccans and their little puppet surrender completely and peace. Okay, so taking a look at this peace treaty, it's sad. It's sad for the allies because the allies they're going to lose everything. They're literally going to lose everything. The red team is going to not only annex Morocco, Portugal, and Spain, but even annex a territory that they didn't even have at the beginning of the series. These guys, this thing right here, they're also going to annex that. Which means the Ivory Coast is now in the clear to annex their puppet version of the state, which is this one. Or the Gold Coast, sorry, the Gold Coast, not Ivory Coast. This all really puts world tensions at another high, as it was kind of like not like stated, but generally agreed upon that if the red team pulls something as big as this, we all declare war on them. But the blue team actually comes out and endorses this, and they're like, yeah, they did the right thing. They're reclaiming their own old land, just like we should do in Asia. I don't think the blue team's ever lost land, so that doesn't really make sense. But okay. Meanwhile, Qatar is going to be the old Qatar and Qatar, their puppet, and my micronation that I created a long time ago are going to be the only ones allowed to remain neutral, because I feel like they would just literally never get involved in something like this. They're too respected. Plus, Qatar is basically Switzerland in this world. So we gotta respect that. We gotta respect that. The red team is mm, they're very strong again, especially after the invention of a secret weapon that will be revealed later on. So keep watching if you don't want to miss that weapon because it's gonna change everything. Everything. With this, the war begins in Prussia. Prussia. Yeah, Prussia. Prussian troops begin the invasion of the Kievan Rus and quickly capture many lands. But they're also backed up by these guys, the Eastern Bavarians, I guess we'll call them. The invasion is going absolutely crazy. The Persians launch an offensive too, capturing all of Caspia. They also push across over here and quite deep into Asian territories. The blue team using Prussian land also pushes up here and meets up with the Prussians. It's going crazy already, chat. It's going crazy already. Blue team troops are absolutely flooding through the Indian subcontinent and more of Asia. South Asia may collapse under blue team completely, if I'm being honest. Blue team may be the only one to actually control land in there. The capitulation of this many regions and their capture is going to hit hard on the Kievan Rus' team, but not enough to knock them out of the war yet. Yet is the key word. Eventually, the fronts are going to slow down over there. However, the Southeast Asian Union is quickly going to begin swooping through the Achaemenid Empire and quickly capture all of these lands. And this is going to change everything, as the capture of the capital and the destruction over here and right there is going to lead the collapse of this gigantic country due to its instability. And this collapse is going to be under the blue team. Knocking such a major power out of the thing is definitely going to hit hard, but not hard enough to where it's going to be enough to like completely destroy. These guys quickly begin pushing through and absolutely destroying many places. The ultimate goal being to recapture all of China, which works out as no one really in China wants to fight them. So the capture of all of this changes everything. This much land getting just captured is going to deal a huge blow. But now, what you have been waiting for. The red team does something that no one expected. They declare war on the Kievan Rus. Red team troops swoop through and absolutely destroy large parts of the Kievan Rus. However, here's where the interesting part comes in. They also um they're also going to just skibbity, but they're going to use a weapon, something that has never been seen before. The red team uses a nuclear bomb. Yes, we had nuclear bombs in this world before we had tanks. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. I know flying doesn't exist, but nukes do. The nukes are launched through catapults. We threw logic out the window when there was a country as big as the Kievan Rus. I don't want to talk about it. So the nuke goes and it hits this part of the Kievan Rus, instantly obliterating everything. I think this is the biggest nuke in history. But this nuke is going to lead to the absolute obliteration of everything the Kievan Rus ever knew, as the entire nation is going to fall, mostly over here. And this just absolute destruction of the Kievan Rus is going to change everything. However, the blue team having this amount of power now is going to make them think they can just bully everyone by one capitulating Caspia. That's gonna hit hard as well because Caspia was very useful. The rest of the Kievan Rus is gonna collapse under the allies thing. Again, not Axis and allies, just calling them allies because there's no better word. The allies are the Persians, and the red team is literally just them and their Romanian puppet. That's literally it. But the allies are also going to get invaded now, mostly in France and the UK. The obliteration of France is going to change a lot of things. However, for the most part, the red team and the blue team don't actually do anything. But London is going to be very scared, especially with the red team landing on the South American thing and now launching another nuclear bomb, hitting a huge target in Louisiana, modern day Louisiana, and capitulating this entire thing. Not wanting to fight them, Their demands are met by most of the world, in which the Americas are surrendered to the red team. With this, is there anything left? Oh yeah, South Africa. I don't know what to say for South Africa. They're gonna get conquered by the. Oh wait, these guys are also. Oh, okay, they're all gonna get conquered like this. That's gonna happen. Same with these guys. They're also going to get absolutely obliterated. I don't know what to say. That's just what happens. One team has nukes and no one else does. There's only one nuke left under the control of the red team, and the problem is the blue team's getting insanely paranoid because even though the red team made it clear that they're not going to invade the blue team out of respect for their old ally, the blue team also can already tell that somehow, some way, one of the nukes is going to land in them. They don't want that. So after much negotiations, they signed a treaty with the red team, basically saying, "Okay, listen up, buddy. How about you don't kill us, and instead you nuke Colombia." The red team agrees. Colombia is not Colombia. Sorry, Japan. The red team is considering that. Colombia, meanwhile, by the blue team kind of helping the Colombian civil war forces, kind of just steamrolls Colombia. And now, probably the most deadly part of this war, the invasion of Japan. Why it's the most deadly part of this war? Because Japan is insanely overcrowded. Like, I'm talking like billions of people. Oh, also Alaska. I forgot about Alaska. The British are going to be very happy, boys. They're gonna take all of that instantly. That's just an instantaneous destruction. Anyway, so the invasion is launched mostly from this right here, because I just don't think there's Persian troops everywhere. The blue team would probably push up through the Philippines while Persia pushes down from Korea. Persia quickly overruns Korea, considering that the Nagasaki's are completely fleeing into the capital to defend it. Meanwhile, blue team, combined with help from the Southeast Asian Union, is going to overrun the Philippines completely. Completely. It's not even going to be funny how insanely destructive this is going to be for the Japs, the Japanese. We should have just named them Japanese instead. That would have been so much funnier. Anyway, the invasion is successful. Japan loses everything. Nagasaki loses everything. And um over in the north, the exact same thing is going to happen. Persia is going to quickly overrun these two islands as well. Yeah, Persia is like so big now for no reason. They're definitely not the only ones that captured this land, but they are the only ones that are going to be no, well, yeah, no, they're just not. It's just not them. They're just not the ones that. It's not just them that took this over. But I'm gonna show it as them because they have the most troops there. Anyway, the blue team overruns this island quickly, sweeping through here, and Nagasaki is invaded, destroying the hundreds of years old empire. As we reach year 3000, a peace treaty befalls on this world. So a lot changed. A lot changed. I'm not even gonna try to delete the already made borders. So as we can see, Romania gained a little bit. The red team gained a lot, especially in Americas, but they let the British keep most of the stuff. Oh, I forgot about this little thing. The British annexed this. All fit. What else? What else? Oh yeah, in Asia, the Chinese are really big. Japan ceased to exist. Southeast Asia is huge now. Prussia grew a lot. New Nation, Flipperland gained this. British, red team. Gold Coast actually had a lot of troops up here, so they're gonna keep that. Flipperland Rebellion is now under the Nordic Union. The Danish are actually going to be completely destroyed because they served on the Kievan Rusa side. Same with Bavaria, but under the Netherlands instead. Same with France. Oh yeah, the capital area has been divided up with the three largest powers: Persia, the blue team, and the red team. My micronation's still here. What? Oh, in Africa, nothing much has changed as the entire continent was on the blue team, except for South Africa and Madagascar, who lost all of their land. Let's see. Let's see. In the Americas, Colombia has been divided up, mostly along the main government went to the Aztecs, while the rebellious land all went to the British and the blue team, and then this little territory went to these guys. I think that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed for the last time on this series. Like I said, Civilization isn't going anywhere. Just season 1 is. Don't unsubscribe. Go watch season 2. That one is fun. Like, subscribe. Goodbye.